Hi there, welcome to my views and news. First statement from Tigray about what happened in Alamata yesterday. Tigray interim president Getachew Reda has released a message. He posted a social media message. What did he say on Twitter, on Facebook? He posted this message. What did he say? Secondly, I have a clip for you showing the interaction between Tigray protesters and Ethiopian federal forces. We know that before Tigray fighters entered Alamata, two rallies were taken out by Tigrayans. IDPs participated too. And the rally participants marched towards the pickets, the checkpoints where ENDF is deployed. There, talks were held with protesters and ENDF officers, federal police officers. What did the federal police officers and ENDF officers say, talking to protesters, Tigray protesters 2 days ago or 3 days ago? And what happened after that? Firstly, viewers, the first statement from Tigray about yesterday's events in Alamata. Yesterday, provisional government, provisional administration in Alamata was dismantled. It happened because of pressure from Tigray fighters. Tigray fighters were pushing towards Alamata city, starting from Betteklai, Kokofto, Betteklai, Tayo, Girjale, Shisham, and then Alamata city. Alamata city came under siege. Tigray fighters entered Alamata city, Korom as well. Amhara militia members fled the area. There were clashes between Amhara militia members and Ethiopian National Defense Force. Clashes between Amhara militia members and Tigray fighters as well. And two top leaders on Amhara side have been killed. Mola Darbeo, the administrator of Alamata, and Haftamo have been killed. Haftamo was working as organizer of Amhara Identity Restoration Committee for Alamata. They were killed a few kilometers away from Alamata yesterday. What is Tigray saying? What happened in Alamata? Is it a violation or implementation of Pretoria deal? Getachew Reda, Tigray interim president, posted a social media message this morning. He said that what is happening in southern Tigray is not a conflict between Tigray and Ethiopian federal government, and it is not a conflict between Tigray and Amhara governments either. Rather, those who want to undermine Pretoria deal, they are presenting it as if there is a conflict between two parties in Alamata involving Tigray. He said that we are on good terms, so we are implementing Pretoria, and we are going to meet in Addis Ababa again, hoping this engagement will continue. So Getachew seemed all praise for the other party, the other signatory to Pretoria. There were two signatories to Pretoria, two parties, several signatories, two parties, EPLF and federal government. Since federal government, federal forces facilitated the entry of Tigray forces into Alamata yesterday, that is why Getachew was all praise for federal government. Did not criticize Amhara regional government too. Though if you remember a few days ago, Tigray issued a very strong statement criticizing Amhara regional government, warning, threatening Amhara regional government, accusing the regional government of including Tigray territories on a map, saying it was a provocation. But yesterday, Getachew said that there was no conflict between Tigray and Amhara administrations and Tigray and federal government. So let's hope that Getachew maintains his position because Volkayat is still unresolved. And in coming days, if there is no resolution, we could see Getachew accuse federal government and Amhara regional government. Let's see. So far, he tried to send a message to the people of Amhara as well, that Tigray is not against Amhara. There is no bad blood between Tigray and Amhara people. Only Pretoria implementation is ongoing. But a lot is going to happen in coming days, by the way, viewers. Tigray has not taken full control of Alamata, by the way. Here too, we'll see what ENDF does. Will it hand over the areas to Tigray, or will it just facilitate the return of IDPs and then new administration will be elected? Who will be part of new administration? Will it be from Tigray? Will it be independent? That remains to be seen. So, and what will happen about Salamti? I think one point I want to make. Tigray seems to have taken Alamata. Because Amharas are fleeing, Tigrayans will enter, demographic balance will change. Even if referendum is held, it will be in favor of Tigray. Next step could be about Salamti. Maybe. I'm not saying that I have received some information from the area. No. Alamata first target, achievable. Amhara side not very sensitive, not very entrenched about Alamata. Next target could be Salamti. And then we could see a move towards Volkayat Humera Sakade. Though Amhara say Takase is the border between Tigray and Amhara. But maybe Tigrayan fighters will try to enter Salamti across Takase. And then, in the end, we could see the big issue. And that is about Volkayat Humera Sakade. But let's see. That's my analysis on it. Secondly, viewers, on Saturday and Sunday, two rallies were taken out in Alamata. People marched from Kakufta to Kleber. In Mihoni, Macho, too, they protested. They marched towards the pickets, the checkpoints of Ethiopian National Defense Force. They talked to ENDF. They demanded their return. They said they were IDPs and they want to return to their homes in Alamata. Those rallies were indication of Tigray's preparations to launch its IDPs, its fighters into Alamata. And back then, ENDF tried to control the situation. It did not disperse protesters. It talked to them. It held talks with them. And ENDF officers addressed the rally participants. A video is in circulation. I have a clip for you showing an ENDF colonel addressing Tigray protesters. It shows an officer of Ethiopian Federal Police to addressing Tigray protesters. Both are saying that they know that people were displaced from these areas, but they cannot make decisions on their own. Yes, they can pass on the information, the grievances, the concerns, the protesters to the federal government, and the government will make a decision. That decision will be implemented by the forces in Alamata. So that talk was indicative of Ethiopian federal forces sympathy or soft corner for Tigray side. And then we saw its practical display that when Tigray fighters, Tigray IDPs made a move towards Alamata, ENDF facilitated this movement. ENDF forced Amhara militias out of Alamata. Clashes too between Amhara fighters and ENDF. But ENDF indirectly supported Tigray fighters, Tigray IDPs. By the way, so far, it's not that all Tigray IDPs have returned to their homes in Alamata, but the process could start in coming days, reportedly. Clip for you showing interaction between Tigray protesters and federal police and ENDF officers in Raiya Alamata. It happened on Saturday or Sunday, I think. For the clip, thank you for watching.
በሰላማዊ መንገድ የተባሉት ነገሮች ወደ ተግባር ይቀየሩልንና በየቦታችን እንግባ እንዳላችሁት እስካሁን እኔ እዚህ መጥቼ ባየሁት ምንም አይነት ስተት ምንም አይነት ነገር አልተፈጠረም። እንዳላችሁት ጥያቄያችሁን ሰምተናል። ይሄንንም ወደ ላይ ሪፖርት እናደርጋለን። በተቻለ መጠን ነገሮቹ ሁሉ እንዲስተካከሉ የፌደራል መንግስትም የክልል መንግስቶችም አሉ አስተዳደሮች እነዚህ የተዋዩበት ይመስለኛል። እኛም መሃል ላይ ሆነን እንደ ፌደራል ህግ ማስከበር ስለሆነ ህጎችን እናስተገብራለን።
የዛሬው ሰልፍ በእውነቱ ከሆነ ሰላም ፈላጊነታችሁ በአደባባይ የታየ ነው። ይሄ ምንድነው? ከመጀመሪያ ጀምሮ ኮሎኔሉ እንዳስቀመጠው መጥቶ ነው ጠየቁን። ለዛ መልስ ሰጥተናል። እኛም እዛ ጋር ያለውን ነገር አይተን በትክክለኛ ህዝቡ የተጎዳ ህዝብ ከቤት ንብረቱ ተፈናቅሎ ነው ያለው። ይሄን ደግሞ መንግስት በራሱ መንገድ ቀደም መስተዳድሩ እንዳስቀመጠው የሰማችሁት ነገር አለ። ስለዚህ ይሄን ደግሞ እኛ መንግስት ያወጣውን መንግስት የሚለውን ለማስተግበር